I just took another listing this morning, and I thought I'd take a minute to share with all of you how I went about securing this listing, because it's not how you would conventionally think of somebody taking a listing. This isn't your Mike Ferry listing appointment sales script that won me the listing. My fancy hair didn't win me the listing. My great fancy pants marketing strategy didn't win me the listing. We won the listing for two very distinct reasons, and I'm going to go into both of those right now. This is Danny Gould, everyone, selling Silicon Valley at eXp Realty, and it's interesting because right now we're in the midst of what I've in many videos said, the professionalization of the real estate industry. And so, listen, if you watch some of my videos before, you'll know that I believe the internet has brought parity to marketing, and so it's no longer enough to just go into the house and say, I'm a great marketer, because guess what? So is everybody else, to some extent. Unless you're still taking pictures on your iPhone and you're a clown. Get out of the industry, please. So, why did we win the listing? Well, number one, before I even go there, I knew I'd won the listing about 5 minutes into the presentation when he told me who I was up against. It was a solo agent. And the second he said that, the client said that, I knew I had won. Because there is strength in numbers and there is power in leverage. And so that is the first thing, is the services that we provide. We won on service, we won on products. Let me explain. Services. It's not just enough to do marketing now. You have to do it all, at least if you want to collect full commission and also not be spread out so thin that you don't have time for your family, your kids, or anything. Number one of the biggest selling points of what we had to offer was the fact that I had a professional designer on staff, someone that I pay a salary to who is a designer, that will come in, fully assess their home from head to toe, give them a low, medium, and high option for what they could do to instantly bolster the value of their home, from paint to carpet to accessorizing, all of the above, what they could do for a low, medium, and high price. And then also would help with the staging, would help with the contractors, would help if any handyman work needed to be done. We had someone on staff, on salary, that would be able to manage the entire project from start to finish. That is a huge value add in this market. And what's interesting is the other agent had come in and told him that he needed to do a bunch of work. And this agent said, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. I said, okay, well, awesome. Who's going to do all that? Well, I didn't say that, but I'm thinking, who's going to do all that? And when I told him that we had somebody whose sole responsibility it was to do that, you could see the sense of relief on his like fall, like he had like this huge, like his shoulders just like, whew. And he didn't have to say it, but I knew it. The other agent told him that they were going to manage the whole thing. I am 1,000% positive. The other agent said they were going to manage the whole project. And so, in knowing that there's a specialist on the team to take care of all of that, that brought value to the conversation. Service. What services are you providing to bring value to the consumer? Number one. Number two, products. It's not just enough to have services, but also products. So what do I mean? Well, we've partnered with HomeLight, and HomeLight has a trade-in program that allows them to sell to HomeLight, but in actuality, what they can do is buy before they sell. And this product, you have to go through a vetting process and a certification process and everything, and not every agent that signs up for it can get it, but we have an affiliation with them, we have a partnership with them, and in offering this product, there was an immense amount of value that we brought to the conversation because of the product. And so in offering that and being able to offer that to the client, in addition to all of the things that we could do for him on the service side of things, it was a no-brainer. And so he signed up immediately. the solo agent is dying. I mean, I don't want to say that it's completely dead, but unless you are solo but have a team, an operations staff behind you, you're going to slowly start to see your market share decline. It's too easy right now to take market share from a solo agent. All you have to do is show the massive amount of services that you can provide, that there's strength in numbers. It's leverage. It's math. It's basic fact that a company can provide more value than an individual 100% of the time. So if you're watching this video, you're thinking, okay, well, what does this mean for me? Well, number one, I mean, it's just information. Do with it what you will. You can take something from this. Maybe you can siphon off, like, okay, well, maybe I could partner with a stager or a designer right now, and I could have her be my in-house designer that does that, and then you just pay them a fee every time they do that for you. That's awesome. Like, that's a great way to scale into someone whose responsibility it is to do that full time. But take action. Do something with it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh man, like I wish I could have something like that. Don't do that. Take action, do something with it, because ultimately either you're going to continue to implement more services, more products into your offerings, or you will die. This is Danny Gould, everyone. Selling Silicon Valley. Stay legendary, everybody.